and you're very welcome to another episode of the South Tip Arts Podcast. This week we're putting the focus on World Mental Health Day, which falls on October the 10th. And to coincide with this, members of the South Tipperary Action Network, S.T.A.N, along with other organisations and groups, are holding a positive mental health festival from Friday, October the 4th until Saturday, October the 12th. The theme of the festival is making connections, arts and mental health, meeting people where they are in public social spaces. The festival continues to celebrate positive mental health and the amazing achievements of people. It also aims to increase information and awareness around mental health and the organisations and supports that are available in South Tipperary. Almost all of the events are free, with a broad range of activities to choose from, such as sports, wellbeing workshops, a photography competition with LIT, talks, tree planting, drop-in art workshops, art exhibitions, coffee mornings and an open mic night. And they're just some of the events on offer throughout the festival. During the week, I caught up with some of the event organisers who gave me a thorough rundown on all the events that are happening at the festival in the coming week. Brigid, you're the coordinator of the South Tipperary Positive Mental Health Festival. Quite a huge programme of events you have on this year.
Yes, thanks, Emer. It's over 7 years now, I think, in the making, slowly evolving over the years. And this year we have quite a lot going on. We start on Friday officially with an exhibition called Perceptions and Reinterpretations, work from the Arts and Crafts classes of Clune Training and Enterprise Centre with their tutor Regina, where they've been studying paintings from the pre-Raphaelite period and then reinterpreting those in beautiful collages. So that show will be open on Saturday here in the Arts Centre.
It's fantastic. It's well worth a visit.
But kicking off that night then we have the open mic, and here's one of the organisers here now.
Paul Kelly. Yeah, the open mic night will be on Friday night. We've got an outpouring of goodwill this year from artists and business people alike who've given us lots of spot prizes. Some very accomplished artists will be popping up to lend a hand on the night. Seamus Hayes, Mary Nugent, the wonderful young man that I saw at the Junction Festival, Alan Atchison, is coming along. Brigid Phelan, there's lots more, and there's also spoken word at it as well. And it's on up in Liam Daly's. And there's no cover charge. There might be some food available and refreshments on the night as well. So we're just so happy to take it out of the back rooms of the resource centres and whatnot and just bring it down onto mainstream Clonmel, where people can just pop in, and it's we're not going to have any long soliloquies about how to look after your mental health or all that. Everybody will know why they're there, and they'll be very, very welcome. And it should be a very good uplifting night. And should mention, coming on first at the open mic night, which is produced for the South Tipperary Positive Mental Health Festival this year by Chakra Productions, and we're basically a non-profit. We like to get involved in local projects and do what we can to enhance our community. We're really looking forward to Friday night, and would ask that if you're around, you could do worse than pop into Daly's and say hello. Once again to mention Care Sings, if I didn't, they're going to open it. A lovely bunch of ladies, met them there last week, so really looking forward to that.
So no cover charge, that's brilliant.
No cover charge, and lots of spot prizes. Yay!
Yeah, excellent.
8:30.
Yeah, it starts at 8:30. We're kind of
for the evening.
Yeah, we're on for the evening, and we'll have a little surprise after we have the open mic for everybody as well. But we'll keep that under wrap. Thank you very much.
Intriguing, the special surprise at the end.
Beside Paul here, we have Catherine McVicker of Chakra Productions. And would you like to talk a bit, Catherine, about your Forum Theatre workshop?
Yeah, I'll be doing a workshop up in LIT on Tuesday the 8th from 2 to 4, and that'll be open if anybody would like to book in for that. They can ring the Arts Centre, or they can ring 085 208 4493, or send us a message on the Chakra Productions Facebook page.
Limited in spaces?
It is, yeah, if you're interested. I suppose basically, maybe to explain a bit more about the workshop first, it's based on Augusta Wilde's Theatre of the Oppressed, and I'm currently working on a production of Merry-Go-Round, a play that I've written. I was commissioned to write it last year as part of the Rehearsing Change project, and it's dealing with a young girl. She's kind of a number of obstacles that she faces, and she's around the age of 19-20, and she's in third level education, and she's experienced a bereavement in the family, and there's another a number of other issues that she faces, including the very real prospect of homelessness. So the play kind of takes the audience on a journey, and they watch the story start, middle and end, and then the second time it runs they get the opportunity to stop it and to offer, I suppose, different choices that are available to the protagonist, to the main character, in creating a better outcome, and then I suppose kind of shining a light and discussing systemic constraints in times of adversity. So basically the workshop will be reflecting on the play. I'll be taking a scene from the play. I'll be looking at Boal's work and maybe looking at image theatre and visible theatre and some of the other techniques or styles of theatre that are kind of connected with that, and briefly touching on legislative theatre, where you, God, that's a mouthful, where you where you would take it a step further at a later stage and you would engage with politicians who are making policies for people who are quite often very marginalised and whose voices aren't being heard. So I suppose it's a powerful form of theatre in not only raising awareness but working with people who have the power.
And the theme's so relevant to the whole theme of the festival.
Yes, the theme of the festival is making connections, arts and mental health, meeting people where they are at in public social spaces. So whether that's in the bar, the street, the college, the coffee shop, whatever.
And Catherine, just one more question about the workshop. Is that an adult workshop?
Yeah, it would be more, I'd say kind of 16 plus.
Okay, yeah.
Now, if you've ever wondered what art therapy is about, you have an opportunity to do a group art therapy workshop with our therapist Lynn Mather called Tails, Scales and Claws. So you can explore your animal nature through shared animal stories, encounters and art. So materials provided. This is all free on the Friday, hopefully weather permitting now, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and including coffee break. So it's a 3-hour session free to explore your inner animal nature. Beautiful. And then also on the Saturday, the next day, there will be our major traditional exhibition called Elena Got Dinner, and it's run in conjunction with South Tipperary Mental Health Services. Mia Carney is the tutor there in Western Studios, Morton Street Day Centre, who's this year assisted by Maggie Morrissey in assembling the works. And we have a guest this year, Rita Ryan, and we'll hear more about her in a minute. Some of her work, plus a group painting by people from St. Clair's Ward in Cashel. And that's in the Narrow Space Gallery. And the opening for that this year isn't on the Friday as per usual. It's on Tuesday in the middle of the day at 3 p.m. So it allows people maybe who can't get to evening openings to attend. So that's Tuesday the 8th at 3 p.m. And also then on the Monday night, LGBT Plus have a talk. Well, some members are speaking about their own mental health and experiences of growing up LGBT Plus, and all are welcome. And that's in the Clonmel Community Resource Centre in Kickham Street at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Monday, and that's free. So now I'll hand you over to Sandra to talk about the South Tipperary Involvement Centre and their programme.
Yeah, I'll just say a few words about the South Tipperary Involvement Centre. There is a peer-led recovery-focused space which offers a warm, welcoming place in which mental health challenges are understood to be part of life and are accepted in a non-judgmental way. It is a place where people over 18 can meet who are interested in positive mental health and recovery. Expect to find art, chat, information, support, listening, meet friends and have a cuppa. And I'll just talk about the workshops we're running then. On Tuesday the 8th from 11 till 1, we have 4 seasons of recovery through art with Rita Ryan. And this is just talking about the 4 seasons of recovery, like the 4 seasons of the year. And she sort of draws pictures of trees and uses gel pens to do that. Mm. And it's a great crack. Like, I heard there's singing and everything goes on at the workshops. Mm. And then on the Tuesday 8th and Wednesday 9th, there's Making Faces 2, a drop-in art-making session facilitated by Catherine Starling, making masks using a wide variety of materials. And the last time she did this, she used pictures of celebrities, famous people who would have mental health issues, and put them together very cleverly. And it sort of opens the conversation of, you know, just say if some celebrity had mental health issues, it makes it easier for us to come out and deal with it. And then on Wednesday 9th from 11 till 1, we have Writing for Wellness. People will be sharing their poems in a supportive space. And also we might have a bit of essay writing. People sort of asked to write just on anything they want, but on my story so far, which is very therapeutic for people. When we've done it before, people have found it very healing. So that's basically it. Thanks very much.
Sandra, the Involvement Centre, you run events like that kind of. I know this is part of the festival, but you do things like that quite a bit, don't you, in there?
Yeah, we're open every Tuesday and Wednesday to the public from 11 till 1.
And that's up to at Word Place for You.
In Place for You, yeah.
It's a lovely idea as well.
Yeah, everyone who comes find it very bright and cheery and healing, so it's great.
Places like that
Yeah.
to go, you know.
There's also events outside of Clonmel, just to point out that in Tipperary town, Coombe Cree, in the grounds of St Vincent's Hospital, organise a little mini mental health festival that we've included in the brochure. So local posters will give you loads of information on that there. And in Carrick-on-Shore, there's free yoga with Anne and chair yoga following that on Wednesday the 9th. So chair yoga is at 11:15 and the regular yoga is at 9:30, very early for some people. And bring your own mat because she may not have enough for everybody. But that's over in Carrick-on-Shore in the Community Resource Centre. Plus in Knocknrawley, they have an autumn wellness workshop. It's a series of 8 workshops, but for this one, during the Mental Health Festival, they're open for people to just drop in. So it's autumn wellness, minding yourself over the winter. And also we have Glengoole Millennium Family Resource Centre organising a Surviving or Thriving workshop on wellbeing. And also just to say, ETB, Tipperary ETB, traditionally done a Fit to Learn week where students and tutors and volunteers of the ETB programmes can partake in a huge range of activities in various places. So look out for those. That's called Fit to Learn week. So it's an opportunity for
it's lovely
students.
To see the tentacles of the festival or the movement spread out.
Basically, as a festival subgroup, we just bring together, we're like an umbrella, a network of bringing together the services that are already there. The new ones, like the South Tipperary Involvement Centre, and the traditional ones like Grow, have a coffee morning, we've that highlighted, and Shine, have Tipperary Mental Health Support Group for family members and carers of people who also need a space to mind themselves and share.
That's important too.
Very important for people around people who have mental difficulties. And then we have Seesaw, and we highlight there Wednesday morning refreshments drop in, and they have other information there in the brochure. So yeah, maybe I'll hand you over now to David. David?
So, my name is David O'Donovan and I'm the writer and co-director of a show called Dear Diary, which is going to be performed in the Hub on 49 Albert Street, Clonmel, on Friday the 11th and the Saturday the 12th of October at 8 p.m. And the show basically is a series of monologues incorporated with music for mental health awareness, and the story focuses around a young girl called Cassie who is transitioning from teenagehood into adulthood, so she's getting ready to go to college. And she's dealing with all the events that have happened in her life leading up to this point, and her thoughts and emotions come to life to help her process this.
That sounds really, really good. And quite akin to Catherine's production in a way, like the themes are quite similar.
Coincidentally,
so
yes.
Maybe some nice discussions can be opened up, over the course of the week.
Yeah, David and Jacqueline have been involved in the festival over a few years now, and
Catherine's actually helped us a lot as well with our writing, and
so there's real scope for potentially growing this area of interest and work through theatre, I think.
Absolutely,
for the future.
Yeah.
So just to say, people might know where the Hub is. That's our one thing.
if anyone knows where Stagecraft is, that's usually the place.
Stagecraft, and we'll have balloons maybe on the Irish town
And
to lead them up.
it's €10 on the door, or for students and unemployed it's €5.
It's a lovely little space, actually.
It is just
Hidden
lovely.
right away, in
I've
fact.
never been,
Really
so I'm
lovely
looking forward to it.
little,
Yeah.
space.
We also have the Hearing Voices group on Wednesday, and just go back to Wednesday, that's actually the 16th of October, but we're including them because they're an important support within mental health here in South Tip. In Cashel, Spafield Resource Centre have Minding Your Memory, an opportunity to meet staff in the Living Well with Dementia service. So it's like an outreach discussion there. So that's new, moving out into Cashel. And a very popular meditation workshop will be Deirdre Brady. So that's in place for you, the same as the Involvement Centre in the right-hand side of place for you on the Gladstone Street. And that's happening on Wednesday the 9th, 1 to 2, a lunchtime introduction to meditation, or for those who like meditating in groups, so they could catch her there. Also on the Friday, a major street event, and one of our classics is the pop-up bazaar, where we take over under the arches of the main guard. So this really is the hub of the traditional mental health festival, where the rehab and recovery team come out and share information and tea and coffee on the street. So we're developing on this idea of positive thoughts with your tea and sharing. And
yeah, we have, I think last year they had a white table, and people painted their positive thoughts onto it. This year we have some chairs, and they're going to paint their positive thoughts onto it, and have tea bags then with affirmations of positive thoughts.
Okay. And then you get to keep those chairs in the involvement centre.
Yeah.
That's lovely, and it really brightens everything up.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to have music as well there, and Tipperary Excel writers are paying us a visit. They're having a look to see what was going on in our town in Clonmel during the festival, and they're hopefully going to recite some of their poetry. And there might be a few people jumping in from the local talent that we have here. There's a lot of interest in spoken word and poetry. So LGBT will be there as well. And last minute, two of the programme is we'll have food provided by Clune. So not just information and music, there'll be tea and some very tasty nibbles. So that's on Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. on the 10th, and it should be a good day. The weather looks good for that, which is stunning. So All Feelings Belong. This is a new workshop with Lana Conti. She does empowerment coaching for children and teens to build positive mental health. And this is a free workshop in the library on Saturday the 12th from 12 to 1 p.m. For booking for Chill the Bean, you can find her on Facebook under Chill the Bean, Lana Conti. Great name. And she'll be there, and you can book in. So hopefully you'll all get a free space there. Saturday is also a tree planting day, hosted by Surecan Community Forum and Clonmel Applefest. So just bring your spade if you have one handy, gloves, meet in Sure Island Car Park, and then they're going to walk to the Green Lane Blue Way, and that's also in Green Lane Old Bridge. So if you head over there to Sure Island around 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, you can plant a tree, and that's really good, I think, for the environment. The moment to plant trees. Now, am I missing anything? We have GAA hurling clubs. Clonmel Oak and St Mary's are both organising events, blitzes or matches and things, but their information can also be found on their Facebook pages. Clonmel Oak Hurling and Football Club or St Mary's CLG. That's where you find. And lastly, LIT have been also really good at organising events. They have their traditional photography competition with €300 in cash prizes, and people are entering free entry, and winners are contacted through the email address snaphappycompetition@lit.ie. The students are also going to be hopefully writing about positive mental health, and that they're looking to get that published in local papers. So I think it's very powerful to read life from the student, again echoing David maybe a little further on. Yeah, just how people cope with change and the move to third level and leaving home and everything. Becoming Christine now. This is their jewel in the crown. They've invited Christine Bayon, who worked with an LIT lecturer and artist, Amanda Dunsmore, over many years to make a video sound selfie-based installation, which has toured. So here we have the maker of the work, Christine, talking about her journey to become a trans woman, and that's happening on Wednesday the 9th at 2 o'clock, and it's a free lecture and discussion on this body of work. That's quite a pioneering body of work. And then finally, in the Tudor Artisan Hub, again, Carrigan Shore, the famous Tudor Artisan Hub with Linda Fahey, an initiative with Margaret O'Brien, who was doing a writing project called Writing Changes Lives. It's an intergenerational letter writing project called Correspondences, the Healing Power of Letter Writing. And this is where adults write to their 14-year-old self and adolescents write from their 14-year-old self. So this project is open to any adult and teenager. Letters are submitted anonymously, in a post box in the hub, the Tudor Artisan Hub, prior to the event, and then they're going to display some of them and have a public reading on Thursday. World Mental Health Day, of course, is Thursday the 10th of October at 7 p.m. for a free public reading of those letters. And I think Mia Carney probably has something to do with that as well, no doubt, is involved in some visual way. So
you know what, it really encompasses all areas of leisure. There's sport, there's theatre, there's art, there's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a variety, and we probably started a little late this year, but I think we've bitten off plenty now for chewing over the week, and hopefully it will expand more over, in its own organic way over the next couple of years. And we hope to keep the arts and mental health part strong, and the community and the supports out there. So, and the partnerships between different organisations.
Exactly. And these are the kind of projects that make that happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you wanted to point people in the direction of your brochure, which is extensive.
We have it in various locations around town, the library, the coffee shops, the hospital, the credit union, the arts centre, the usual places. And if you look at Facebook, we have South Tipperary Positive Mental Health Festival, where we create events and it is in PDF form as well. So we've been emailing it, and I just want to say thanks to Tipperary County Council for their funding to help print the brochure with their festival grant, and also the HSC Lotto grant. And we've also been very supported by one of the S.T.A.N members, Mental Health Ireland, who are and the chairperson, Catherine Murray, who couldn't be here to talk about it today, but sends her apologies. A team effort all round of many organisations that come together.
Many people involved in it now. Just hearing you all speak about it, the ripples of it are huge, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose we can't see it when we're in the middle of it.
Well, you can't, but well done, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope it's a great week and you get great crowds for everything. So your Facebook page again is?
South Tipperary Positive Mental Health Festival.
So if people could check that out, like it, give it a share maybe.
Yes.
They'll find the brochure on there, or they'll see it around town. Good luck with everything for the week, and thanks for talking to me, all of you.
Thank you, Emer. Thank you.
Well, that's it for this episode. Talk to you all next time.